things going around. I don't know whether I'm live yet or not, and it's just messing about. So I'm just going to carry on regardless, which is quite interesting because I've titled this. Oh, I'm on. It's saying I'm on now. That's good. I've titled this video Acceptance versus Resistance, if I can get my teeth around it and say it. Somebody posted a little meme and it kind of really resonated with me, and I thought I need to talk about that. So I've stewed and thought about it for a while, and I thought, yeah, just go live, post it, and see what happens, which is something I do a lot. I set myself challenges, but then I talk myself out of them. I'm not sure what that's about. And I'm sure I talk about that with my clients, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to practice what I preach. Acceptance is about being aware of what's going on in the moment and accepting it. Resistance is trying to wheedle our way out of the thing that we've already accepted, if that makes sense. So the thing that I've put in as what the topic of this is using full stops. And I do say this to quite a few of my clients. So an example of this would be, I feel anxious. And then they often go on to say, I feel anxious because I've got to go shopping and I don't want to go shopping because I'm frightened of, especially with what's going on at the moment, I'm frightened of catching something. I'm frightened of having to queue outside. I don't want to go. I just feel uneasy and I don't want to go. And it goes on and on and on and on. So it's like we're piling thought on top of thought on top of thought. So one of the things that I often say is to use full stops. I feel anxious, full stop. That's the thought. It can stop after that if we don't pile other things on. I planned on doing this live, so my acceptance thought would be, I need to do a live, full stop. But what goes on for me is I need to do a live. I need to make sure I've got it right. I need to do my hair. I need to get notes. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's piling everything on. And then I talk myself out of actually just getting on and doing a live. So I'm accepting of the fact that I'm a human being and I do certain things that we all do. That's part of being human. So you might be having the thoughts that everything has changed and I can't cope and I can't see my family and I can't go out and I don't know when it's going to go back to normal, if it's ever going to go back to normal, and. So just be accepting. Everything has changed, full stop. And sit with that for a while. That's the reality. Everything has changed. Life as we know it has suddenly come to an abrupt ending and has changed. Another one that you might be thinking is that I'm not in control. I'm not in control. I can't come and go as I please. I can't go to work. I'm not in control of the food that's in the shops. I'm not in control of people that come near me. If I do go shopping, I'm not in control of X, Y, and Z. The acceptance part of that would be, I'm not in control, full stop. And the reality is we're not in control of things that are happening in the world at the moment. We can't control it. And that's a scary thought for some. It's a scary thought for most people. But it's about just accepting the thought that we have without resisting it, without piling more thoughts on it, without trying to work our way through it. Just accept the thought. I've been doing quite a bit of things around mindfulness, which I studied that. I did quite a bit on mindfulness about 3 or 4 years ago, and I did really enjoy doing it. But it's kind of one of those things that I put to one side and then pick up as and when. But being in the here and now helps with acceptance 100% of the time. I can't change what's happening in the world. I can just accept what's going on in this moment and where I am in it, that I am okay. I might be feeling out of control. I might be feeling anxious. I might be feeling scared. I might be feeling angry. I might be feeling lots of things. And it's okay to have those feelings. But I don't need to pile lots of what ifs and thoughts on top of it. I can just have the feeling and be okay. Full stop. So I hope that helps. I'm not sure where this video is lagging. It's looking a bit bitty and a bit funny. So if you've got any questions, you can post away, you can email me, you can contact me. Feel free to share if you think somebody else might benefit from seeing this, and I shall be back whenever the mood takes me, and I won't be overthinking it and talking myself out of it. So I shall speak to you all very, very shortly. Take care and stay safe.